Hello, mates. It's me, Magnum's cousin from across the pond. I'm glad you came by. I wanted to talk to you this evening. I wanted to read you just a tiny little story that I loved when I was just a wee lad. And it involves the sea. And because of that, I'm wearing the fishing fanatic shirt from my old buddy, Eric C. So, I hope you'll stick with me for just a few minutes and like I said, stick around because there's a nice anecdote at the end that I think you'll like. So, get your cookies and milk, sit back in a comfy spot, and don't go anywhere. I'll be back. I won't be a moment. There it is. It's my favorite book of all time. It's called Captain Kitty. However, what you're looking at here isn't the book I used to read when I was a little boy. In fact, the book I read is this one right here. It's an old book. It doesn't even have a cover any longer, but as you can see, it was copyrighted way back in MCMLI, which is 1951. So I was 2 years old. So we're going to read this book, and as I said, it's not very long. I think you'll like it, because I loved it. So let's begin. Oh, Captain Kitty, where have you been? That's Captain Kitty right there. He's a sailor. I've been sailing the ocean blue. And Tabby Cat went as my good first mate. That's Tabby Cat right there. And Pearly and Mew were the crew. That's Pearly and that's Mew. We sailed and sailed for over a week and followed our noses by day. There they are sailing along on the old briny. And when the stars came out at night, we followed the Milky Way. See the stars? Isn't that beautiful? The breezes carried us on and on, till we came to the tropical isles, where the warm winds blow, and the palm trees grow, and the natives wear sweet smiles. There's the natives right there. Look at their little sweet smiles. They look nice. We saw the queen, all covered with pearls. We saw the king as well, and on his head, in place of a crown, he wore a big pink shell. Look at that. That's a nice shell. It's big and it's pink. He looks like a king, doesn't he? And Tabby said, "Good queen, your beads are pretty and elegant too." "I'm glad you like them," said the queen. "I'll order some for you." Now that's the queen right there. Now isn't she pretty? She looks like a queen. Look at those pearls she's got on there. That's nice. That's pretty high class stuff. She clapped her hands and the divers dived to the bottom of the sea and gathered 20 oyster pearls as white as they could be. There's the divers going down. There's little oysters down there with their pearls. They're going to get those pearls and take them back up. And there's Pearly and Mew and Captain Kitty and Tabby Cat, and they're all saying, "Pearls, pearls, pearls, pearls." That's nice. Then the king led the way through the jungle gay. That's the jungle gay right there, I suppose. Where up in the highest tree, 10 little parrots, the color of carrots, were having a spelling bee. There's 10 of them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. "Your jungle is charming, but very alarming," said Tabby to the king. "But I have been wishing that we could go fishing. If you think we could catch anything." There's Pearly and Mew with their little fishing poles. They're ready to go. They got their little hats on too. Oh my goodness. What a hullabaloo. When Pearly and Mew caught a prize all wet and shiny, they pulled in a whale by the end of its tail. and threw him back into the briny. My goodness gracious, look at the size of that whale that they caught. Nice job, Pearlie and Mew. We dined on fish and coconut milk till the ending of the day. See, there's the fish. The cat and the fiddle played hey diddle diddle to while the hours away. And look at them, they're just dancing away, having a grand old time. Dear King and Queen and people, said I, the sun is getting low. We've really had a lovely time. Alas, it's time to go. And there they go, sailing away in their little ship. And there's all the natives there. They don't look really happy, but they're waving and they're trying to look nice. And now at last, we're back again in Catville by the sea. We've been away, but we must say that home looks good to me. Ain't that a great story? Now, as I promised, I got a little anecdote for you, so stick around. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed that story as much as I always did. Now, I told you at the beginning that I would have an anecdote for you at the end. So, here we are at the end, and here comes the anecdote. When I was just a little less than 4 years old, my mother had to go to the hospital to deliver my baby sister. So, it was necessary that I go over and spend the night at my Uncle Joe's house. So I did. My mum packed my little pajamas and in my bag and all my little stuff, and she included the Cat and Kitty book. So after dinner, my Aunt Merle said that it was time for me to go to bed. So they sent me down the hall, and I went into this wee little bedroom that had a wee little bed in it. And I put my pajamas on and I laid down there, and my Aunt Merle said that my Uncle Joe needed to read me a story. And so he took my Cat and Kitty book out of my bag and he started reading it to me, just the way that I read it to you. With one difference. At the end, he kind of embellished it a wee bit. And here's what he did. Now, you got a picture, get a picture of this in your mind. I'm laying in the bed, like right where you are, and my Uncle Joe is sitting here on the edge of the bed with my book. And he comes to the end, and he reads the end part, okay. He says,
"We've been away, but I must say that home looks good to me."
So, now I knew that was the end of the book. And I don't think he realized that I knew that was the end, because he went on. And he just started making stuff up. The next thing he said was, and he looked at the book and pretended like he was reading it. And he said,
"And they all lived happily ever after."
Except for you.